The game's afoot, follow your spirits, and upon this charge, cry God for Harry, England, and St. George. King Henry, Act 3, Scene 1. So, we are back with our Henry V playthrough, and there's a couple of things. If you guys notice, it is actually August and not July of 1418, and we have a little bit more money, and we are no longer embroiled in a civil war. So, what happened? I honestly have no clue. I booted up the game. This is what came up. There's been a couple of updates since there's actually been like an update either to the mod or to the game or something like that, I think. So I don't know what happened. I can't go back and fix anything. It's a little annoying, but we're just going to act as though life is beautiful. So, as I said, we are back in Henry V. I think we're going to focus our attention mostly upon England at this point. Either England or I think it's going to be England. And I think we're actually going to look to try and obtain the barony of Calais. Let's go and have our what's his name? Our priest. Sorry, I can't think of the word for a second. And let's have him try and find a claim on the Duchy of Calais. We're going to scour the ancient documents, and we are going to do everything that can be done. And I am actually going to create the Kingdom of Wales. That way, we can actually lay claim to the rest of Ireland. We can lay claim to the rest of Ireland, and I'm actually also going to create the Kingdom of Wales. I have no children, none whatsoever, unfortunately. Neighbors can be vassalized. I'll offer them low feudal obligations. You know, I'm not an unkind or unjust king. I will basically, give anybody who wants vassalization. If they don't, then you will be vassalized through the sword. Essentially, that is how things are going to go. And, if you don't want to be vassalized through the sword, well, then be vassalized through the proper channels. And we are going to actually take time down. Let's see, who can we declare war on? Okay, good. So basically everybody is saying, yes, our kingdom grows. Okay, good. Is Mayo saying he doesn't want to join? Okay, Mayo does want to join because he's realizing that everybody else is joining. So, excellent. And who else? Okay, good. We can't vassalize anybody else, but that's okay. Now, who do we want to be our lords here in Ireland? Because it is important that we have lords in Ireland who are dukes. So I'm actually going to create the Duchy of Connacht. And I'm going to create the Duchy of Gwynedd. And I believe it is pronounced Gwynedd and not Gwynedd, because I believe that's how the Welsh say it, although I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. I do try to do as best as I can with my pronunciations. However, I am still not great at pronunciation. I really am not. So, all right, and then let's give this to, who's one of our more powerful vassals? Let's give it to the Lord of Devonshire, I think. Lord Reginald of Devonshire. Grants title, and we'll grant him the Duchy of Gwynedd. And let's see. I'm going to keep that there. And we now are up to 17,000 levies. So that is all good. We have become the dynasty head of the Angevin dynasty. That's good, I guess. I mean, I thought we already were, but we are also in the middle of a plague. It is the Black Death. The Black Death, I believe I said some of this last episode, actually was generally the aftermath of it was actually had some positives for the peasants of the English kingdom specifically. They were able to more readily dictate their wages, and they were actually able to move around more. It's really hard when a third of your workforce disappears from death. It's hard to say, no, you can't move around to find better wages. They got a little bit more of protection, basically. So, all right, who else do we want? We're good. We're keeping our cousin happy. Grand Tour, I don't want that. I don't want that. I think I'm going to actually improve our military. I'm going to increase the size, and I'm going to actually increase the size to... Ooh. Okay, 16. There we go. I'm also going to increase the size of horsemen to 300, and I'm going to increase the size of the armored footmen by one more. So they're going to be up 300. The cadaver lies on the table surrounded by various macabre equipment, as well as both my physician Ralph and myself. I'm not sure, my lord, Ralph began nervously, his gaze affixed firmly at his feet. I do not know what we can garner from this corpse. He knows quite well what we could do. He simply doesn't want me to ask it of him. Dissecting the cadaver of a plague bearer could glean us some precious hints as to how to combat it. The only question is whether there's any risk of catching the terrible affliction. I'm going to say I want a dissection, and I have insights gained. Okay. Pestilence stalks the land. Grisly, bubbling bobes grow upon the victims, whose pitiful calls for help are slowly stifled as they gutter and drown in their own pus-filled throats. From the lowliest urchin to the most fetid emperor, all dread the indiscriminate scythe of the merciless plague. Those that survive must watch helplessly as all around them perish. The devoted look to the divine for a savior, and the powerful their riches, but none can truly be safe. Deadly tendrils spread across the land, constricting it until it no longer breathes. The Black Death is upon us. God save us all. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That is a somewhat dramatic reading of a very hopeful chance that we actually get past the Black Death. That was actually shown in the last episode. So this world is full of dangers, even to a king and his court. I should hire a court physician lest injury or disease befalls us. I have asked around for recommendations and have assembled a few options to choose from. Guy is experienced. Let's go with Guy. Why not? I can create an accolade. I might as well. Unfortunately, I don't think I can give it to anybody, so... For months, Edwin, King James's Archbishop, has been digging up spurious contracts and fabricated histories. Now King James dares to act as if it all amounts to a legitimate claim on the earldom of the Isle of Man. Does James have no shame? Force Edward to be a knight and force Prince John of Bedford to be a knight. Henry, I can't recruit him to court, so he can't actually be one of my knights, which sucks. And Ralph. We are losing our levies real quickly. So knights qualified. Okay. Couple of knights qualified for that. Okay. My king, efforts to attend the sick and dying among the poor has been difficult but necessary work, and lately the families of the dying have begun to accuse the crown of not truly caring for the diseased. It is in my opinion that distributing coins touched and blessed by your royal hands may assuage this feeling. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say an excellent idea. I'll do that. I mean, I gotta take some charge. Powerful vassals expect council positions. Okay. The way of the sword. I'm gonna keep my sword. So let's actually press pause. And Earl Humphrey of Staffordshire is Prince Humphrey. Unfortunately, Earl Humphrey, you're just going to have to sit tight. Oh, available legacy dynasty. Excellent. Let's go legitimacy. Let's add to our legitimacy. Because I really do need to add to the legitimacy. Is she not pregnant yet? Is she not able to be pregnant or something? Here, let's try and seduce her. Let's seduce. Okay, let's start. I've gained a stress level. Well, that's great. Okay. Let's press play. I'm gonna go donating. I'm gonna say the Sting of Lash will excise my sins. New martial trait. Okay. I'm gonna say I will get Maria whatever she asks for. And I'm gonna do hard rule. Because I really don't want factions rising up against me, especially, God, I hate when factions who want independence rise up against me. Anything for a sister of Marguerite's. Now let's actually go here. Let's slow down time. These want independence from their liege. Okay. He's gonna add what, 1,000, 600, 500. Could be as many as like 15,000 men. That's really, really annoying. All right, let's keep going. Come on. I can vassalize Earl Henry of Armagnac. I'm gonna say you shall have it in death. Rally the troops. Excellent. I'm going to offer vassalization. I can call allies to war, which I'm going to do. Excellent. I can create a Catholic head of faith. Ooh. Do we want to create Protestantism now? That would be England. That would be interesting. Create new Christian faith. We could be the head. We could make Protestantism early. I'm going to hold off on this, but let me know if you guys want to do that, because that sounds actually pretty cool. And let's go here and let's actually put Excalibur down. We were just given Excalibur, which is pretty cool. We're at war with them. Oh God. Let's raise all of our soldiers here. Okay, excellent. So we're getting the men that are promised to us, but let's go up north here. And of course, there is another war going on. God. Let's call to war here. Let's call to war. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is not going to be an easy war. None of these wars are going to be easy, actually. None at all, because it is all difficult here. I'll accept, and I will actually, let's see. If I'm here, we'll have plus 18 here. We have minus, okay. London's choking streets. It is finally here. The dreaded pestilence stalks the streets of London. Its wanton scythe strikes, striking down all in its path. The gentle tides of the Thames carry more than just silt and traders now. Bloated, sun-bleached corpses are deposited downriver, their agonized faces set in a silent rictus grin. Popped bobes livid against the pale skin. The old Roman walls, so many times a guardian against incursion from the living, are now buttressed with the dead. The twisting, narrow streets have become a maze of stacked corpses. Rats using the piles as both refuge and sustenance. I'm gonna say the city, my beloved city, and you know what? I'm gonna say this is a waste of resources, considering that we need the resources for the war effort. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Thomas has fallen ill. Wow. Okay, that's unfortunate, and that is even more unfortunate. Okay, beware nudity. Okay. Well, we are united. We are now united in hearts. She becomes my lover. With its passing of Thomas and the future of England has changed its course. We'll never know what kind of king he would have become, or if his death is a blessing or a curse. Gift artifact. That's nice. We got another Excalibur. I wonder which one's the real one. And defeat Battle of they lost 6,000. We lost 6. Or they lost 4,000. We lost 6,000. Ugh. Initial soldiers, survivors. We only have 13. We have half their number in survivors. This is really awful. Part of me wants to just surrender and give them the lands and then bring them back one by one. And the other part of me is like, I can't do that. So let's see. Welsh Catholic uprising. Okay. Irish uprising. Peasant uprising. So I think if I just surrender there and I surrender the Irish. I'm gonna surrender this Irish claim. If I surrender those two, where is the other? Where is the other uprisings? Oh, okay, they're not my uprisings. So, okay, okay, I can declare wars. I probably. So I'm gonna see it done, and I don't know if I can actually declare any wars. So let's disband my army. Do I have claims on? Okay, do I have claims on the Kingdom of Ireland and the Kingdom of Wales? Okay. Let's give this to let's give this to Earl to Duke Edmund. Let's reassign Prince Humphrey, and let's put Earl. Let's put Earl Humphrey of Staffordshire here. And what else do I want to do? I don't really want to help the Armagnacs, or I don't really want to help the Swedish with their war. 121,000 men, really? Now, what about install Richard on the throne? Ooh. Could start the Wars of the Roses right here. Want independence from their liege. Marzan and Eugene can send an ultimatum in 34 months. Okay. What can King of Wales do? Seize all de jure lands. My claims. Okay, I can't do it. Okay. I have to be out of a disgraced point here though. So I have to create titles actually to get out of the disgraced. Let's go Norfolk. Let's create this title. And let's give it to the Earl of Suffolk. Actually, the Countess of Suffolk. Let's grant her title. Duchy of Norfolk. Grant. And let's do... okay, let's see. Duke Edmund, let's remove you. And we need to put... let's put Humphrey here. And let's put Henry here. There we go. He's the blind. He really isn't. I really don't want to deal with him at the moment. Okay. Our military, where are we at? Okay, so we have everything. Okay. That's good. That's good. I am not too unhappy with that. God. So there are currently 4 kingdoms, and I think I'm actually going to stop focusing on. I think I'm going to stop focusing on France, and I'm actually going to just start focusing on trying to do this at this point, or trying to unite these 3 kingdoms here. So let's see if we can go to established, if that'll work. And let's actually go here. Is there any land that we can make anything on? Okay, let's upgrade this. Let's go here and let's go prepared conscription. Okay, good. We won from John the Fearless. Yeah, I'm waiting till I can do this. So, Duke John wants to challenge me. I'm gonna go challenge accepted, and then I'm gonna go let's end it here. Well fought, because I beat him in the challenge. Grand tour available. I don't want to pay for a grand tour. I'll show Lord Edmund in. Awesome. Oh, awesome. Okay. Never peasants serve their lord. And let's raise up our. Let's actually raise up our men here down in Sussex. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's disband. Actually, let's disband all. I need to send my men over. Let's go over here to Gloucestershire. My men are going to be significantly better than any peasant rabble, so we're going to be able to very clearly defeat these peasants over here. So let's actually head over. Actually, let's split our force. Half goes north, and the other half goes to defeat this peasant rabble. Am I leading the other army here? Why can't oh, I'm commanding another army. Okay. You know, I'm gonna put Humphrey in charge of this army. What other army am I commanding? So where am I? Go to location. Oh, okay. I'm here in Trowbridge. Okay. That makes sense now. There we go. All right. We should be. Oh, here I am. Okay. We're actually going to be attacked. Which I think we're actually going to win this battle. Very heavily, handily, actually. So we're easily going to win this battle. I think we can probably disband this army. Yeah, we'll disband the army and we will enforce demands. Excellent. And then we're going to execute the prisoner. And who is this? Why is he imprisoned? Imprisoned. For what reason is he imprisoned? Executed another guest. Ransom. I'll just ransom him at this point. There's no reason in pissing off more people. Okay, and let's just send them all home. And I can actually declare war against anybody. I can declare war against the Kingdom of Wales. My claims. Oh, good. My wife is finally pregnant. My armies are raised. Okay. Let's send them home. Okay. I'm going to wait actually for them to completely go. So we have Lancaster, London, and we have the lands in England, Bordeaux, and Bayonne. July 1422. If we die in 1423, I think King Henry either died in 1422 or 1423. I can't remember. But he died. I think it was actually. I think it was like 1423, I think. Let me look, because I just truly can't remember. It was 1422. It was in August of 1422. So if we die in a month, I'm actually no, we were already past his death, because I was like, wait, no, August is as after September, not before. So if we die though, before the end of the year, I'm going to actually be like, we're legitimately playing his life, but we're also not playing his life at the same time. Let's go Prince John of England here. Excellent. My claims. Let's declare a war. Press pause. And let's raise all of the military at this point here. As Black Death continues to deliver my subjects to death, my court physician Guy comes to me with an extreme solution. He outlines for me the nature of miasma and how pungent bad air is the cause for the spread of disease. And that bad air clings to corpses. Guy proposes that we simply abandon hope for those in the affected areas and focus our efforts on containing the spread of bad air by forbidding people from entering or exiting infected areas. This may indeed work, but it would cause unknowable damage to the realm's economy. I'm gonna say this is too extreme at this point. So let's gather our army. Let's make sure everybody gathers properly, and let's take back our land in Wales from this king, this supposed king. Where is he? Come on, let's go. Okay, good. We are now meeting here. And Robert of Lancaster, no, you are not being named Robert. You are being named. Can anybody guess? Can anybody guess? You're going to be named Henry. Henry the 6th. May you grow strong and wise, my son. Okay. And let's actually go down here. Let's continue our campaign against the Welsh. And let's hope that we can actually fight there. And I'm going to say we must spare no expense to rebuild, because we cannot spare an expense. I'm not going to abandon London. There's just too much history in London. It was first Londinium with the Romans. It is now London. London actually lost a lot of population after the Romans left, because it was deemed less important after that. I'm sitting around the map table with Duke John and Prince John, discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. John bangs his fist on the table, loudly complains we should charge the enemy directly and crush them with the sheer might of our armies, while John sits back and patiently advocates for us to secure critical locations and wait for the enemy to come to us instead. It is my right to decide our ultimate course of action. I'm gonna say Prince John is actually better. Actually, I'll say my commanders can act as they each see fit. Might as well. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna say I accept their generosity. And then available perks. Let's go chivalric dominance, and let's split off new army, and let's go wait. Yeah, let's go levies. Let's go this 2,000 levies and let's go Earl Richard, Prince Humphrey, Duke John. And let's put the armored footmen, and let's select this army under under Earl Henry, and let's send them down to to attack the Welsh in Cornwall. There we go. We are defeating them, and they have been destroyed, and we are now capturing their capital pretty much. So let's follow this army. We're almost there. Just a few more months, basically. Let's combine the armies once more. I am under command. I am under control. I'm in command, and I have another breakdown, and I'm gonna say I need to be alone to think about this, unfortunately. But while I do have another breakdown, I do reclaim the Welsh lands that just tried to rebel from us. So we're going to end up leaving Wales and going back. We have a daughter now, Mary, and actually I'm gonna name her. Let's name her. Let's rename this character. Actually, let's go Isabella. Because I think what was my mom's name? Maria, actually. Let's go Isabella. I mean, I don't see why not. A much better name. Good. And let's find somebody to marry our son to. Alliance power. Could do Denmark, but I already have an alliance with Denmark, so. I can transfer Earl Muririg of Cornwall to Duke. Yes. I can offer a hostage to the King of... I'll give him my daughter. Actually, let's exchange hostages. Want to do... He won't exchange hostages. Okay, because he doesn't have anybody valid. Swedish Catholic uprising. Not my fight. No thanks. This was a really good fight though. This battle. This war. I mean, we were very successful in the war, so we reclaimed significant holdings. Let's see. What? The Duchy of Gloucester. Wow, he's inherited a lot, actually. Humphrey and Duke John are my two most powerful vassals by a large sum. Earl Edmund of Somerset. Denounce / disinherit. Give vassal directive. Let's do... I can't give him a directive. I could grant him a vassal, though. Let's grant him that vassal. Let's actually grant him a couple of vassals so that he really loves me. And let's grant him one more. Okay. Okay, well, John the Fearless has died, unfortunately. So who is now the Duke of Burgundy? Duke Philip the Third. So Duke Philip, you know, historical character, of course, has a lot of history. Sponsored. Duchy of Hereford, Duchy of Wessex. That's interesting. I don't really care to create the Duchy of Wessex. Staffordshire. It's just Gloucester is so powerful now. I mean, he's 4,000 men, so it's not like immensely powerful, but he still has he has a good amount compared to whoever the rest of my you know, the only person who basically has more men than him is Duke John. What claims does he have? York, okay, is Northamptonshire and Cambridgeshire. Yeah. Let's see about factions. Peasant rabble, Liberty faction wants lower crown authority. Not really anybody who's that powerful, luckily. On the Welsh throne. Caerdith. The thing that I'm thinking about right now is maybe I give these lands to somebody else and give them a duchy. Well, that'll be for the next episode. All right, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. This episode went a little longer than I had planned on it going. It definitely there were definitely some negative things that happened, like we lost Ireland and Wales, but there are also some positives. We regained Wales. And we will regain Ireland at some point, probably in the next episode. Potentially, we might take on Scotland and try and unite Britannia. But this is going to be a big thing for us. And then we might try and take on France. But you know, I hope you guys are enjoying. Please let me know what you'd like to see down in the comments below, as well as if we should. If we should maybe grant those Welsh lands to another lord. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say. Please like and subscribe this video. It really helps out the channel. I thank you guys for watching. This is a lot of fun for me, so I hope you guys are having just as much enjoyment out of it as I am. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everyone.